for
Yeah.
Now, what's taking the rest of them women so long to get here and help me with this, setting this stuff up? God self. All by myself. What? I'm out here, Rose, in the garage. Oh, where have you been? I've been out here for hours getting everything ready.
This has been the worst day of my life. First, my alarm didn't go off, so I was late getting up. And then I spilled coffee all down my blouse, and I had to go change clothes. And then when I finally did get here, I dropped a box on my foot. Oh, this has been so hard today. I feel like crawling under the covers and eating Velveeta.
Well, are your feet all right?
Well, no, one is my left.
Oh, so. Bring me some of those tags and help me tag this stuff over here.
Isn't this exciting? All of us living together under the same roof.
Well, it will be once we condense 3 households into one.
Well, are you sure having a yard sale is a good idea given the circumstances?
Well, it will be. Not only is it a good idea, it's a necessity. Plus, I already paid for the permit, so why do you ask?
Well, because we aren't selling a yard, or we're not selling anything but a yard. You don't think that's misleading?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, that's what old man Vanderlinden thought. And so what he did at the St. Olaf's magistrate office, one of his customers sued him for false advertising. He was selling kerfluffle dumplings at the county fair.
Kerfluffle?
Yes. But Mina Jensen, she is our resident kerfluffle connoisseur. She didn't think that they were made with kerfluffle at all. So she sued him, and he lost his case, he lost his livelihood, and his kerfluffle cart. Now you have to have a permit to peddle anything kerfluffle.
Well, we have a permit, so we should be fine.
But isn't that false advertising?
Of course not. Look, yard sale it's just a figure of speech, Rose. It's synonymous with garage sale or estate sale. Loosely translated, it just means come buy our junk, so we should be fine.
If you say so.
I do. Besides, we don't want the inside of our home looking like a Cracker Barrel.
Oh, but I love Cracker Barrel. Oh, and they make the best apple butter.
Well, I do like their apple butter.
Well, here's the rest of it.
That's all you're getting rid of?
Well, what else do you want? A kidney? Well, actually, I have 2, but I'm not selling either one of them. What do you want then?
Set it over there on that table.
The 25-cent table?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Don't be silly, Dorothy. A kidney will fetch a lot more than that, especially on the black market.
The black market?
Yep. You know what? I think I'd pay a quarter for one of these. Would you take less?
What do you think you're doing?
I want this.
Yeah, no, you're not doing, The whole point of the sale is get rid of stuff, not just swap with each other.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
Good.
Your stuff is not my taste.
What do you mean? I have great taste.
Polo!
Right here, Ma. What on earth are you wearing, Ma? What? Oops.
This whole pie?
Is that for the sale?
Yeah, sure.
You know, I think I have one just like this.
That's because it is yours. It didn't match with the lava lamp I brought for the bathroom.
But this wasn't in the bathroom.
So what's your point?
You know, I haven't seen a lava lamp in years. This reminds me of this thing that my Aunt Edna used to do whenever we'd get depressed. Oh, she could always lift our spirits. Well, she'd take off her wig, and she'd take out her parcel plate, and then she'd dunk her head into a pond like she was bobbing for apples. And then she'd stick a flashlight up underneath her chin. And then we could watch a tadpole swim from cheek to cheek. Oh, it was wonderful. We could watch that all day. But visiting hours were only from 10 to 2.
Lucky for Aunt Edna.
Rose, honey, have you been washing the fruit off before you eat it?
Only the bananas. You know, my mother used to say, the older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. In St. Olaf, we eat fruit straight off the tree.
Oh, but that's unsanitary.
Well, Eve ate fruit right off the tree, and you see what kind of a mess she made of things.
Yes, but that was forbidden fruit. Figs are my favorite.
Well, how do you know it wasn't a fig? The Bible doesn't specify the type of fruit it was.
Well, of course it wasn't a fig.
Well, how could you possibly know that?
Now this I gotta hear.
Clearly, Adam and Eve were allowed to eat figs. Well, how else would they have known to use fig leaves to cover themselves? That they were naked as jaybirds, hiding from God in the bushes as they ate the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, well, I was wrong. I could have lived my whole life without hearing that.
Well, had I been in the garden, I would have chosen something like elephant ears, you know, for better coverage.
Yeah, well, had you been in the garden, you would have had to.
Oh.
What? A mother can't be honest with her daughter. I mean, let's face it, Dorothy. You're no spring chicken.
Well, why don't I just wear a sign that says too ugly to live?
Now, Dorothy, and I say this, honey, because I love you. You don't need a sign.
You have to excuse my mother. She suffered a slight stroke a few years ago, which left her totally annoying.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go fix us a fresh pot of coffee. It looks like we're gonna need it today. Y'all keep tagging. We open in an hour.
I can't believe Blanche is selling some of her old pageant dresses.
Well, it's not like she can wear them anymore.
Oh, well, maybe I'm just sentimental about these such things. I used to do pageants. This dress reminds me of the dress I wore when I ran for Miss Butter Queen.
Butter Queen.
Oh yes, Dairy Queen was federally trademarked, so Butter Queen was our town's highest honor. Oh, I had been groomed for it my whole life. Singing lessons, dancing lessons, junior Butter Queen pageants. Oh, for 16 years of my life it revolved around butter. When the time came for the pageant, oh, I was incredible. I showed poise in the evening gown competition. I was brilliant in the butter quiz. Oh, they couldn't even trick me up with a trick margarine question. That evening, butter was spelt R-O-S-E.
Hey, I had no idea I was living with pageant royalty.
Oh, if only. As the pageant drew to its frenzied finale, there I was alongside the other finalists, churning my guts out. When all of a sudden, for no reason, my churn jammed. And just like that, it was over. I'd lost. It was the biggest disappointment in my life. 16 years of training, and all I had to show for it was a green participation ribbon and this apron.
And the dress, of course.
Oh no, I don't have that dress anymore. It was covered with butter stains from all that churning, so naturally it lit up like a bottle rocket when the sparks from the fireworks show set it ablaze.
Well, it doesn't make sense that Blanche should hang on to all those dresses. I mean, after all, that satin and taffeta takes up a lot of closet space.
Hey, that's not all of them. She's got about half a dozen more hanging in the back of her closet.
Ma, what were you doing in her closet?
Well, I was looking for the bathroom.
In her closet?
Well, all doors in this big old house look alike? I got confused.
Well, you did find the bathroom, didn't you?
Yes, Dorothy, I'm old, not incontinent yet. You know what? She's also got 3 wedding dresses hanging in there.
What? In the bathroom?
In her closet.
You know, living under the same roof, Mom, does not give us the right to rummage through other people's personal possessions.
Hey, you know what? If you want privacy, lock the door.
Well, I think it's sad that she's selling so many memories. Oh my heavens, she has a wedding dress out here too.
Good grief, how many times has she been married?
Oh, that's none of our business.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I've only been married once. Oh, once you marry the love of your life, once is enough to last you a lifetime.
Well, me too, except mine felt like a life sentence. Without parole.
You don't think she's secretly a black widow, do you?
A black widow?
Yeah, you know, those women who marry a man and take him for all he's worth, and then slip a little arsenic in his tea and bury him in the rose garden, where no one would think to look twice for a body, because the soil is often disturbed in a garden.
Hey, you've been watching way too much Dateline.
You know, we had a neighbor in Minnesota who killed her husband. She backed over him with the combine, and she didn't even know she had done it until she started finding little bits of plaid in the corn. She said, "Funny, that over there looks like Joe's plaid shirt." And then she said, "That over there looks like Joe's arms."
Oh, God.
They had a very little coffin.
Oh, Lord. Maybe we should just go on and process more of this stuff.
Were you ever married, Sophia?
Well, of course I was married. I had Dorothy, didn't I? She's been calling me Ma for 60 years.
I'm 62.
Well, you didn't talk for the first 2 years. She was a late bloomer. Hey, let me tell you a story. Picture it. Sicily, 1920. 2 young girls pack their bags, leave their village, set out to seek fame and fortune. In their journey, they go to a small seaside town where a ship is waiting to depart for the New World.
The New World, Mom.
Hey, anybody can say Baltimore. There's an art to telling these stories, Dorothy. Now, where was I?
Departing the New World.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, the cost of steerage was 900,000 lira, about $1.25. Anyway, that was exactly what each girl had in her life savings.
Exactly.
This is a story, Dorothy, not an immigration report.
Sorry.
May I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
One girl chose to spend all of her money and seek adventure. The other girl saved her money. She booked the ferry to Sardinia. She played it safe. She booked the ferry to Sardinia and saved her money for a rainy day.
Oh, let me guess, Ma. You were the one that chose adventure.
Yeah, and you were the one that would have said Baltimore instead of the New World. No, I was the one that played it safe. If I'd have made a different choice, I might have ended up the next Prime Minister of Israel like my good friend Golda Meir.
Ma, you never knew Golda Meir.
What? Please, I almost married her husband, Oscar. You know, the man that invented the hot dog.
Ma, I have a feeling you're lying.
Be positive, Dorothy.
Okay, I'm positive she's lying.
All right, how's it going out here?
Oh, well, we were just about to price this wedding gown over here, and we got caught up telling stories about marriage and husbands
Oh, well, I'm sorry I missed all that.
Did you mean to put your wedding dress out here in the sale? I mean, it's such a sentimental thing. I had mine preserved.
Well, it's not like I'll ever wear it again or be a size 4 in my lifetime, thanks to COVID.
Yeah, probably not.
Besides, you should never wear the same wedding dress twice. It's bad luck.
What? Bad luck, okay. Let me see, wait a minute here. Let's see, the score right now is 1 to 1 to 1. So how many times have you been married?
Ma, that's none of our business.
Inquiring minds wanna know.
It's all right, Dorothy, I don't mind. I've been married 3 times. You know what they say. Always a bride, never a bridesmaid.
Oh, you mean always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
No, that can't be right. I've only ever been a bride.
But you have 4 wedding dresses, 1 out here and 3 in your closet.
How do you know I have 3 in my closet?
Oh, Sophia saw it.
What were you doing in my closet?
I was looking for the bathroom and I picked door number 1.
It's an honest mistake, Blanche. It won't happen again, will it, Ma?
I'm old and easily confused. I can't promise anything.
You know, she's really a very sweet old woman. She just doesn't like to show it.
Clearly.
So, why do you have 4 wedding dresses if you've only been married 3 times?
Well, if you must know, I married my first husband in that dress when I was just 16 years old. But it got annulled before we could even cut the wedding cake. You see, his first wife showed up, pregnant, big as Dallas, with his child. So naturally, he had to do the honorable thing, and he just remarried her.
Oh, how awful. No wonder you want to get rid of that dress.
Yes, well.
Yeah, well, look on the bright side.
What bright side?
Well, she could have been the first wife breaking up the second wife's nuptials.
Oh, yeah, that would have been worse. Well, I decided after that debacle, I would only ever be a man's first wife. And I was, twice.
Oh. So why do you have a 4th wedding dress?
Well, I'm still waiting for the right man to come along so I can use it. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a man under 70 that's never been married?
Hey, if I could find a man that was over 70 and he was really nice and nice looking, why, I'd marry him in a Sicilian minute. He could set his teeth on the table by mine, my bedside table, anytime he wanted. I'd be happy to share a bedside table.
Well, you know, at our age, the pickings are kind of slim.
Our age. Speak for yourself, Dorothy. When you're as devastatingly beautiful as I am, age is just a number.
Unless you want to vote or get pulled over.
Or if you need to apply for Social Security.
Or a senior citizen Tuesday discount at the supermarket.
I'm sure I don't know what you're all implying. I still get carded everywhere I go.
Let me guess, AARP or AAA?
Ha, very funny. Now, actually, there is this one man that I have been communicating with online who is desperately in love with me. We were just playing an innocent game of Scrabble, and this Italian stallion logged on and sent me a request to play a game. Oh, we've been corresponding ever since.
You know, it's probably a scam, don't you?
It is not. I know all about him. He's handsome and 5'11", and well, he's very active in his church, and you know how important that is to me. Why, the first message he sends me every day is a devotional.
Oh, let me guess, Song of Solomon.
Of course not.
What's wrong with that? It's just a conversation about grazing sheep and a banquet. Something about a lovesick girl sitting under the shade of an apple tree and those apples being the best she'd ever tasted.
Not exactly.
I bet you that's where that song came from.
What song?
Oh, the one by the Andrews sisters. I don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me.
Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no.
No. Hey, I think after this yard sale, garage sale, whatever it is, after it's over, we're gonna have to have the talk.
Oh,
Mom, we've all surpassed menopause, so I think it's a little late for the talk. What talk?
Talk about biblical metaphor. Now let's get back to Jezebel over here.
Jezebel.
So what else do you know about this guy?
Well, he was born in Italy, but he's lived here in Arkansas for the last 33 years. You know, he's the one that turned me on to this place.
What?
You mean we all relocated and moved here because of some guy that you've never met? Let me guess. He's probably a Nigerian teenager sitting in his mother's basement with a bunch of his buddies on a computer trying to get some little old lady to send him some money.
He is not.
Well, how do you know?
I have proof. He sent me his picture.
Oh, I want to see.
Well, I have it right here. I like to keep him close to my heart, you know. He's really rather good looking. See? Oh, and look,
Oh, my.
he's a dog lover.
Oh,
I don't particularly care for dogs myself. They make a mess in the house. But I could make an exception for this guy.
he looks like he could be in one of those European fashion magazines.
I think you're right.
Let me see here. Hey, seen one Italian, you seen them all. But you know what? He does kind of look like my nephew Giovanni. Look, Dorothy, don't you think he looks like your cousin Gio?
Oh, it's probably Photoshop. Let me guess. He's an engineer stationed with a small fortune as a consultant in the middle of the Mediterranean, and he comes ashore to the south of France every once in a while and hosts extravagant parties, which is probably where that picture was taken.
How'd you know all that?
Well, there's an entire website dedicated to scammers and who like to sweet talk little old ladies into giving them money because of some unforeseen crisis.
Oh,
What
he's
kind
not
of
like
unforeseen
that.
crisis?
Well, something like a bank put a hold on their money and they can't use their American money out of the country, so they need you to send them a Visa card. Or maybe an iTunes card so they reactivate their cell phone.
He's not like that at all. His name is Alexander, not Giovanni. And I'll have you know that he used to be a mechanical engineer on an oil rig off the coast of France. But that was before he got saved and became an ordained minister. Now he works and does missionary work at an orphanage in Nigeria.
Exactly, it's a scam.
It is not. He hasn't asked me for a dime.
Not even for the orphans?
Not even for the orphans. We're just two people online having a little conversation about life and liberty and, well, the pursuit of happiness.
Well, I hope for your sake that he is everything that he says he is, because I would hate for that fourth wedding dress to dry rot in the back of your closet.
Oh, I rebuke that, Rose. Never happened.
All right. This has been an interesting walk down memory lane, but if we don't get to price the rest of this stuff, we won't be able to start that
Right.
sale on time.
Sophia, why don't you go over there and help tag some of those little knickknacks and things?
Okay, I will, but first, I need a Tylenol. I got a headache. All this talk about marriage is giving me a headache.
Oh, here, Sophia, you can have one of mine.
Oh, thank you. Can't get the jar open. Old ladies have a hard time with these child-proof jars. Okay, Willy Wonka.
Uh-oh.
You got multiple meds in here. Which one is it?
Oh,
The white one, the blue one, the pink one, the yellow one, the...
the white one.
Okay.
Put this
back on and you guys can open it. Get me some coffee here. I'm all out of coffee. I gotta go get some water to wash this down.
Here, let me show you where it is.
Hey, I can find it.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want you to get confused and wind up behind door number 2 or something.
Why? What's behind door number 2?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Sorry, no early birds.
I'm not here to shop.
Well, what can we do for you, officer?
I just need to see your permit. Where is it?
A permit?
You have to have a permit to have a sale. Everyone knows that.
You know, Blanche said something about a permit. Let me see if I can find it.
I would hate to have to shut you down for failure to provide a POP,
A POP?
proof of permit.
Well, I'm sure Blanche has one around here somewhere. But you know, our sale doesn't start till 8 o'clock, so why don't you just come back a little later?
Oh, here it is, Dorothy. Oh,
Here it is.
here it is.
Satisfied?
This looks to be in. Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Sorry, ladies, but this permit is facially invalid.
Facially invalid?
That's right. I'm afraid you ladies are gonna have to pack this stuff up.
Well, what's wrong with our permit?
Well, it says here that you ladies are having a yard sale.
And?
Well, you are neither set up in your yard, nor are you selling any yardage.
I knew that this would happen. I told Blanche we couldn't call it a yard sale. This is the case of old man Vanderland and Kerfluffle all over again.
Oh, please. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yard sale, garage sale, it's all the same thing.
Well, no, except one is in the yard and the other one is in the garage.
Well, I can fix that easy.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't deface an official POA document, especially not a POP. I gotta phone this into headquarters.
Oh, you don't suppose he's really gonna shut us down, do you, Dorothy?
I'm gonna do that. We hadn't done anything about our permit and everything.
Hold the phone.
What?
Now this is a matter of security. Which one of you ladies is Rose?
I am.
You're under arrest.
Arrest?
Let me see your hands.
What?
At 10:56.
I've never been arrested before.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
And this makes you at 10:45.
10:45? Oh no! What am I gonna do? Oh, this is awful! I've never been arrested!
So I'm gonna have to take you down to the
What's all
station.
this ruckus out here?
Sorry, ma'am, but do you know this woman?
I've never seen her before in my life.
This is serious.
All right, Rose. I'm gonna have to take you down to the station.
The station?
If I can get these cuffs on.
I've never been in jail before! I won't make it! I always prey on the innocent! The others will taunt me for trying to do good at my work, saying that I have to use my laundry cart for a daring prison break, and I'll be forced to engineer a breakout way to get to Oh, I'll have to dye my hair, and I'll have to scar my fingerprints with battery acid! And then, you still don't have those on? You still don't have
You broke them.
Oh, it's all right. I had a pair of these when I was growing up. They were so fun. I used to lock my sister up all the time. And she couldn't ever figure out how to get out of them. See, all you gotta do is use this little lever right here, push that, and it comes right open. It's so fun. Oh, I miss these. You know, every time I played with these, why did you break yours?
You broke them.
You know, this is, I don't know. Anyway, where was I?
Laundry cart, battery acid.
Oh, yes! Yes! Okay! Then one day they'll find me holed up in a little shack in the bayou, and a sheriff named Bull with bad breath will call my name over a megaphone, and when I finally make a run for it, they'll riddle my body with bullets! Oh, I won't make it! I won't make it! Please don't take me to the station! I want to live! I want to live!
You're not going anywhere until Roscoe here tells us what the charges are.
She's under arrest for selling a controlled substance. I found these sitting on the 25-cent table.
Uh-oh. Let me see that. Ma, do you know anything about this?
That depends.
On what?
Whether or not Sergeant Pepper over there has another set of cuffs.
Come on, this is serious.
I don't know what the big deal is. I had a headache, I needed a Tylenol, I was out of coffee, so I went to get a drink of water. I set the bottle on the table, and then I went to get myself a drink of water.
Well,
Well, wait a minute. Was that water, was that half full or half empty?
You're in cuffs and you're worried about whether or not my glass was half full or half empty.
Well, you're supposed to take medication on a full glass of water. You could get ulcers.
well, there's more than Tylenol in this bottle.
Well, yes, but nothing illegal.
I'll be the judge of that. Well, what have we here? A little Salvia Divorium?
Salvia, what?
Sally D. Magic, you probably know it by its street name. Sally D. Magic Mint.
That's not a mint at all.
Okay, then what's this pink one for?
Indigestion.
Okay. And this blue one?
Indigestion.
Okay, then what's this yellow one for?
Indigestion.
And the orange one?
Oh, well,
They're antacid.
Fine. Well, what about this little blue one?
Well, isn't this some kind of HIPAA violation?
She can answer me now, or we can take a ride.
no. All right, it's hormones.
Ooh. Oh. Well, what are they doing in the same bottle?
Well, I carry a small purse, and so I put all them in one bottle.
Well, last time I checked, that wasn't against the law. Well, let me see. We've got Malox and estrogen. How many junkies do you know that have gas and hot flashes?
Oh, you'd be surprised. But since it's not a controlled substance, I guess I can let you off with a warning.
Oh, thank you, officer.
You can take the cuffs off.
Oh, this is such a relief.
My apologies for the confusion. You ladies have a nice day.
Oh, I don't think so. You're going to stay right here. I want your badge number and the name of your superior officer.
Land sakes, what's all the fuss about out here? Oh, hi, Bernie. What brings you by today?
I was making my rounds and saw that you ladies were having a sale.
Well, did you see anything you like?
Well, as a matter of fact,
Laura.
Oh, this man is just one chromosome short of being a potato.
there isn't one thing I wouldn't mind leaving without today. Blanche.
I see.
Hey, Starsky! Give it out. This one's out of your price range. Discount Dorothy over here, my daughter.
Ma, I'm not for sale.
No offense, but you couldn't pay me to take this one off your hands.
Oh.
I make it a rule never to date women who make more testosterone than me. But if you're looking for part-time work to supplement your Social Security, I could use a deputy.
A woman deputy? Never heard of such a thing. Aren't you worried that the male prisoners will try to flirt with her to break out of jail?
No.
Prisoners. That's wrong. There's not any prisoners around here. Look, all he does is drive around in his little golf cart and write tickets for ridiculous POA infractions. What?
You're not even a real cop.
Oh, heavens, no. He's harmless as a kitten. Why? He's a security guard for this here retirement community.
Well, then why does he have cuffs?
Now, why do you have cuffs?
They came with the outfit.
I don't mind your cuffs, Bernie. I think they make you look tougher.
Tougher than what?
Tougher than a one-armed Sicilian knitting a sweater. Hey, 45. Come here. Look here. Mayberry called. I got a 1045 down on Main Street. There it is.
A 10:45. I gotta go, ladies. Dorothy. A 10:45. A 10:45. I gotta go. 10:45.
What's a 10:45?
It's a dead animal.
What kind of animal?
The invisible kind that keeps fake cops at bay so we can get this sale going.
I see. Oh, good morning. Hey, come on in, browse, look around. Let's know if there's anything we can do to help you.
Why, thank you.
Actually, do y'all have any scrapbooking supplies? You know, stickers, stamps, embellishments, furs, anything like that?
I don't think so. Are you scrapbook?
No, my wife does,
Ah.
and arm and leg to buy anything new.
Oh, well, we can look on the 25-cent table over here. There's some craft items.
Okay, thanks. I'll take a look.
Oh, you know, most of this stuff belonged to my aunt. She lost her mind and ended up at St. Olaf's Sanatorium for the Unusually Gifted. Oh, I love going to her house and working on crafts. I never knew what we were going to make. Oh, once she had a box full of odds and ends sitting on her table, and she would always say, Rosie, with a little imagination, you can turn nothing into something with a little super glue and a little paint and a scrap of fake fur. Oh, she was wonderful. Well, I'll just leave you to it.
Excuse me. Is this one of those give and plates?
Well, let me see here. I don't know. What do you, Rose?
Y'all have a giving plate for sale?
Well, let me see. Rose?
My friend got one last Christmas. It was the neatest thing.
Yeah, I used to have one, but mine broke.
Oh, did it have one of those rhymes?
What rhyme?
Well, I took a picture of it. Let me tell you. It said, "This play belongs to everyone, wherever it may go. With each new sharing of its gift, the love and blessings grow. So fill it up and pass it on to family and to friends. To start the circle one more time, the journey never ends."
Well, I guess it is. Let's see. Well, that was different. In fact, I'm not even sure it's English. Let me see that again.
All right.
Ma, you're Sicilian. Can you tell us what this says?
I guess you think all Sicilians are linguists. Here, let me see. Smorgas, Bergen.
What does that mean?
How should I know? I don't speak Swedish, chef.
So you think it's Swedish?
Yeah, sure.
Well, all right. I'm gonna buy it, but it would be nice if it could be translated.
Let me see it. You got the inflection wrong. It says Schmorgas, Bergen, Flirgenberg.
Huh.
It's Old Norse.
You speak Norse.
A little bit.
Hmm.
Well, can you translate it?
It says, sold to the young blonde lad. How much?
Nice try. Can't have that. I'm going to ask Rose. Rose! Her people hail from the Isle of Honolulu. She may know. Rose.
Oh, just a minute, Dorothy.
I don't need it translated. I'll just take it as it is.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm just waiting to see if she can translate it. It would be nice to know where the language is from.
That lady?
Yes, Dorothy.
Good luck with that.
Do you recognize what this says?
Of course I do. It's a plate.
I know it's a plate. What does it say?
Well, it says Smorgasbergen, Flurgen, Bergen. This isn't just any old plate. It's a Scandinavian. Excuse me. It's a Scandinavian wedding plate. Oh, you can tell tell by the way they spell Flurgan with the extra E.
What's the language?
Well, it mainly means be fruitful and multiply. All the Scandinavian wedding plate is steeped in centuries of tradition. Oh, this is a rare find indeed. It reminds me of the one my husband gave me on our wedding night.
What tradition?
Here we go.
Well, it's much like the giving plate you see today, where you fill it with treats and give it to someone else as a gift, and then they turn around and they give it to someone else, and then that person fills it with new treats and gives it to someone else, and then that person does the same thing, and then so on and so on.
We get the general idea, Rose.
Yes, but this one is different. It is a Scandinavian wedding plate. The bride's family fills the plate with fruit, and all the guests eat from it at the wedding reception. And then, when that last piece is gone, that's when the bride and groom leave to start their wedding night, which usually takes place in a yurt or a Motel 6 if you're a card-carrying member, or if the manager owes you a shipment of herring.
Herring.
Oh, herring is a hot commodity. Oh, in smaller villages, they used herring as currency. You know what they say? You can lead herring to water, but you better walk really fast or they'll die.
I just have to do the plate.
Well, nothing unless you honeymoon at the Motel 6.
Well, you'll have to excuse her cousin been marrying each other for generations.
You know, Vikings had the same tradition for centuries, except they ate off a shield instead of a plate, because porcelain hadn't been invented yet. Oh, at wedding receptions, they lasted a lot longer back then in those days, so a shield could hold a lot more food. Anyways, that's when the husband would present his gift to his new bride on the plate. In some Scandinavian provinces, they believed that it increased fertility.
What? Y'all have any journaling?
I was just kidding about that last part.
Well, I think it's romantic.
Oh, yes. You know, but it does make for a very nice wedding gift.
Oh, that's nothing. My first husband gave me a platter.
Oh.
Is it for sale? I think it should be. It should be.
Of course not.
Well, I'll take it. How much?
Oh, well, how much is it?
How about $3?
$3?
$3, I'll take it.
You can't sell a priceless artifact like that for $3. I'll give you $5.
Like I said, I'm gonna buy it. You didn't even care about it until she told you the story. $5.
10.
What?
$10.
$10 for a plate?
I'll give you 10.
$10 for a plate. $10 for a plate.
Well, it's not just any old plate. It's a Scandinavian wedding plate.
I'll give you 20.
20? Give me that plate.
Well, oh my. Well, it's just a plate.
It's mine. I saw it first.
Couldn't even translate.
So,
Okay, look, I'm gonna go call Bernie
Give
before
me-
something crazy happens out here. What for? What for? Oh, please come to blow.
Please stop fighting. Please stop. Please stop fighting.
Dorothy, give me the china and a Sharpie.
What for?
I'm gonna make some giving plates. We'll make a fortune.
Nope, we're gonna sell this like King Solomon.
oh, look, this is all your fault.
This is your fault.
Be fruitful and multiply.
What am I gonna do with this? This is your fault.
My fault?
Yes.
You're the one swinging your purse around here.
Well, you deserved it.
Mine doesn't even have the inscription on it.
What inscription?
It's on her piece.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just flip it over.
What inscription?
No, you do it first.
No, you do yours first.
I don't have to prove anything.
What inscription?
Rose,
Why don't y'all just flip it over?
Frey Aldenhoven Katuba Frey in Hermoso Tile. Love, Charlie. What does that mean?
Oh, and you know, it was amazing what you just did with a little sleight of hand and a good Bible story. You can fool anyone.
And not that, the inscription.
Oh, well, it means you are worth every nickel. I love you more than Tile.
Oh, good grief. What a silver-tongued charmer he
Oh,
was.
yes, he was. Oh, you see, our families had been feuding for years. Oh, it was a miracle that we found each other. Well, you could just imagine how mad his parents were when they found out that he wanted to marry me, the daughter of their rival. Oh, they told him that if he went through with it, he would lose his share of the family tile grout fortune. But he didn't care. He told me that he loved me more than Tile. We didn't have much money at first, but Charlie was a wonderful man.
I'll still give you $25 for it. I'm a sucker for a good love story.
No, I could never sell it. I don't even know how it ended up out here in the first place. This was a wedding gift from Charlie to me. Thank you, Dorothy, for saving it.
Okay. It's been a long day. It's time for y'all to get moving. Get, everybody.
It's only 9 a.m.
Well then, it's been a long morning.
Open only an hour.
Okay, if you don't want to leave, then listen up.
Oh, Mom, you're not going to tell us another story, are you?
Oh, a story.
No, I'm going to do shadow puppets. Of course I'm going to tell a story. Picture it. Albania, the 30s.
The 1930s?
No, 30 degrees. Do I look like a weatherman? Yes, the 1930s. May I continue now? Okay. Two friends were fighting over a camel.
No, but we're not friends.
Never even met her.
Tweedledum, Tweedledee, shut up and listen. So anyway, two friends fighting over a camel.
What kind of, how many humps did the camel have?
What difference does it make about the humps?
Well, Sally the camel had 2 humps, and then 1 hump, and then no humps. As a matter of fact, she wasn't even a camel. She was a horse. So clearly the matter of humps mattered.
Fine. Two friends are haggling over a dog. A schnauzer. Are you satisfied?
Well, no, you have to be careful with schnauzers. Gretchen had this thing for Buddy. But Mr. Big Birder, he didn't approve, and he tried his best to keep them apart. But one day he came home early, and he found them together in the most indelicate situation. Gretchen was a Dalmatian, and Buddy was a Schnauzer. So Mr. Big Birder, he wasn't too happy when he came home, and he found that he had a litter of Schnaumations.
Okay, fine. You don't want to listen. Suddenly I'm on Nightline just trying to tell a story. I think I'm going to go take a nap. But before I go, let me tell you the 3 most important things I've learned in life. Number 1, stick close to your friends.
But we're not
even
friends.
Number 2, never, ever, ever take a sleeping pill and a laxative before you go to bed. And number 3, there's no such thing as security.
Oh, Lord. Oh, what is it now, Columbo?
It stunk. Oh, it stunk.
I got a call about a 10:15
What's a 10-15?
civil disturbance. And it is my duty in this community to uphold the rules and regulations of our POA.
Well, you know, this whole matter's been resolved, so now you can just go ahead and go.
No can do. When I get a report, when I get a call, I gotta write up a report.
Good, you're finally back here.
Oi.
What have you got in your pocket?
Oh, this? It's a 10:45 though, so fearful. Oh my gosh, it's still alive! Oh!
Kill it! No, no, Lord.
here somewhere. I don't know where it is.
You got,
Oh my word. That's just nasty.
Well, this one, I would have disposed of it, but when you call about a 10:15,
You just stand right over there and tell me all about it.
I'm gonna come running. So what's all the fuss about that you called me about?
Well, these two over here were about to come to blows over a plate.
Now, Blanche, you don't have to make up a silly 10:15 to get my attention.
Stay over there, Barney. I'm not kidding. And I am not making something up. Honestly, they were fighting over a plate. Now, which one of you have it? Fess up. Who's got the plate?
Don't look at me.
Not me. I'm looking at scrapbooking supplies.
Uh-oh. It's here somewhere. I'll find it myself.
I think Rose has it.
No, but it's my wedding plate.
Oh, so you're the 10:15. I should have known.
Oh.
All right, Rose, let's go.
Wait a minute. She isn't going anywhere with you unless we find out what the charges are.
All right, Dorothy, just hold your horses there. That's no way to talk to a man in uniform.
Well, you can just take you and that furry little carcass there and go somewhere else.
Well, now, Bernie, I'm sorry we called you all the way back over here for something that's resolved itself. But I'm gonna hand you this bag. You take care of that thing, and then why don't we go inside? We'll get a cup of coffee, and I'll get you a donut. How about that? I know how cops like donuts. And then you can just be on your way.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll just stick around out here for a bit. Your lawn or garage is proving to be quite the hot spot for security code violations, and, well, I haven't quite met my quota of tickets for the month.
All right, well, suit yourself.
Well,
To
I'm
get
not
rid of
so
the rat.
sure that's a good idea. You might scare away all the customers if you stay around here with that thing.
It's not bothering me.
Me either.
Fine, I guess you can stay as long as you stay over there and buy something.
I just love a good sale. Why pay full price at the store when you can get perfectly good junk at a yard sale for half the cost?
Alright. Well, I think I'm ready to check out. So which one of y'all do I give my money to?
I can help you over here. Sit right here. We can tally up what you got.
Oh, hi, Pastor Moretti. How are you doing?
Very good, very good.
What brings you by today?
Well, I heard we had some new neighbors joining our little community, so I decided I will come by and welcome them to the neighborhood and drop off some information about the church and its ministries.
Well, it's nice to see you, Pastor, I guess.
But between you and me, I think a couple of them could use a couple of Sunday morning services.
Oh, why are you saying that?
Well, you know my badge prevents me from speaking of the details of ongoing investigations and such. But I will tell you that it's only 9:15, and I've already had to deal with a 10:15, a 10:45, and a potential drug-related infraction right here on this lawn or garage.
Oh, you have been busy this morning. This sounds like you should hire a deputy to help you out.
Yeah, I offered Dorothy the job, but she turned it down. So now I'm just shopping. I figured it's easier to hang around here instead of driving back and forth from the station.
Well, have you found anything you like?
Oh, I have. And I found a few things that would work real nice at the church.
I'm still looking. But you know what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yes, and the good Lord sees it this way too. Before Jesus come into our lives, we are but the trash. But when we accept Him as our Lord and Savior, He come in and make us new creation. We are His treasures.
That is so true. You know what? I think you should use that in your next sermon.
Yes, and perhaps I will. But please, don't let me keep you from your shop.
Well, all right. Thank you.
Well, I thought I told you not to bother anybody. Is he bothering you? I can ask him to leave.
Oh, it's no bother.
This is Dorothy, the one I told you about.
How do you do?
I am well. And you?
Fine.
This is Pastor Moretti.
Moretti? That sounds Italian.
Si, it's Italiano.
Excuse me just a minute. Rose?
Of course.
There's somebody I'd like you to meet. He's Italian?
Well, I'll be right there. Let me finish up with him. That's gonna be $12.75.
All right. Well, here you go.
Oh,
I think I might have the 75. You can stick out the 20.
okay. Is that a buffalo nickel? Oh, I haven't seen one of those in years.
I guess it is.
Oh, I used to see them all the time when I was younger. Back then, Charlie and we could barely rub 2 nickels together, but we always made do. Oh, why, Charlie, he could squeeze a nickel till the buffalo pooped. I tell you, that man, he could always spot a good deal from a mile away. Oh, he was always looking for bargains. And one time at the Sack and Save, he ran a sale on chickpeas. They ran a sale for 15 cents a can, and he bought every one that they had. Did you know that you could prepare chickpeas 28 different ways?
No.
Well, they're practically a blank culinary canvas. Oh, I miss that man.
Well, great. So my change?
Oh, yes. I owe you $7.25. How would you like that? 7 ones, 2 dimes, and a nickel? Or 1 5, 2 ones, 4 nickels, and 5 pennies? Or 29 quarters? 29 quarters.
How about just a 5 and 2 ones?
I suppose you wouldn't let me buy that buffalo nickel off of you.
You just give me my bag of stuff, I'll just let you have it.
Oh man, here you go. Oh, I'm so excited. I love those. I put the recipe for kerfuffle buns in your bag. Now, if your dough is too sticky, just add a little herring oil and roll it out like it'll roll out like a red carpet. Have a nice day.
He's been the pastor at Golden Years Faith Fellowship for as long as I've been here. Matter of fact, he's the one that helped me get this job.
So this is your fault.
Yes, Dorothy.
Pastor, you gotta watch out for this one.
Oh.
I caught her pedaling at asses earlier. She's a bit of a spitfire, but her heart's in the right place.
Rose, I'd like for you to meet someone. This is Pastor Moretti. He's Italian.
Oh, okay. Well, it's very lovely to meet you.
Si, grazie. Rose, such a beautiful flower.
Well, it's not anything fancy like your name. I mean, you can tell your name is Italian because it sounds like a pasta. Ziti, rotini, spaghetti, Moretti.
Si, it's very good.
Oh, Rose, don't you find it interesting that an Italian man of the cloth is standing right here in our garage?
Now I get it. Bernie must have told you what happened earlier. You're here for my confession.
Confession?
Now it makes sense. Oh, I thought I'd clear this up this morning. You see, Bernie found a pill bottle sitting on the table there and assumed that I was trying to sell it. But as a matter of fact, Sophia took one of my medicine, my Tylenol.
Oh, she stole your medicine. She broke a commandment. This is no good.
Well, no. See, I gave it to her because she had a headache. But then she set the bottle down on the table, went to go get some water, and then that's when Bernie showed up and put the cuffs on me.
Bernie! Why have you put the cuffs on this beautiful rose?
We're selling magic mints.
Magic mint. Oh no, Rose. The magic mint isn't no good for you. Don't you know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit? You come to the church on Sunday and you speak up with the counselor. She'll help you out.
No, that's not what happened.
It wasn't magic anything. It was antacids and a hormone pill. But he assumed otherwise.
No, Bernie. How could you think this fair Rose would do such a thing? Perhaps you are the one who should be confessing.
But
1 John 10:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us of our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness.
it was a simple misunderstanding. Plus, she broke my cup, see? It could have happened to anyone. I did apologize, though.
Yeah. Is this sale still going on? Because I was hoping it would be over by now. And what is that smell? Smells like somebody died animal.
Oh, it's just Bernie, Mom. Mom, I'd like for you to meet someone. If you'll come over here.
Gio! It's my Gio! Oh, Gio! It's been so long! Look at you! You're so grown up and handsome! What's the matter with you? You don't fight! You don't fight! You don't do nothing!
Stop that. It isn't Cousin Giovanni. It's Pastor Moretti.
Oh, yeah.
Pastor Moretti, who?
Yeah, well, from Faith Golden Years Church.
Well, what's the matter with you? You let me strike a man at the claw. I'm so sorry, bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
No. I am not the priest.
Now, what am I talking to you for then?
She's really a sweet old woman. She just doesn't like to show it.
Hey, Blanche. Let me see that picture of your man again.
Which one?
How many men pictures do you have?
Apparently she has a lot. She goes through more men than Taylor Swift does songs.
Can I help you with something?
I mean, actually, I'm drinking a lot of water these days. Do you mind if I use your restroom?
Yes, I do.
It's okay, you can use mine. It's the third door on the left, the one with the lava lamp.
Thank you. I'll just leave these right here.
Well, not in here. I don't see him in there.
Oh, for Pete's
Mighty
sake.
hurry.
How hard can it be? I alphabetized them for you.
Well, I looked in there under the I's and the S's for Italian Stallion. Do I need to look under the G's for Gio? You know, the new guy.
Oh, he's not going to be in here with these guys.
Oh,
No, he's the current love of my life. I keep him close to my heart at all times. Here he is. What?
I don't want to touch something that came out of your bra. It's probably all sweaty.
Oh, it is not. When you're as devastatingly gorgeous as I am, you don't sweat. You just glisten a little.
Well, I wouldn't have taken him for the yard sale type, but there he is in the flesh.
What? What do you mean he's here? That can't be right. He's supposed to be working with the little Nigerian orphans for another month. Oh my word. This can't be happening. But the resemblance is quite unnerving.
I read somewhere one time that everybody on the earth, everywhere, on the whole planet, has a twin.
Oh, that must be it. You think that's true?
Well, of course it's true if the National Enquirer said it.
The National Enquirer? I can't believe you read that trash.
Well, I didn't have any other choice. It's the only reading material you got in your bathroom. Or was it your closet?
Sophia, what if Dorothy was right? I hate to say it, but what if she was right? What if it is a scam?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Oh, my word. No, I swear with God as my witness, I am never talking to another man online. Unless, of course, he's real cute. Or maybe if he drives a real nice car or something like that. Hey, how's my hair?
Hey, Blanche, you gotta come meet the new pastor of Golden Years Faith
Yeah.
Fellowship.
Indeed, I do.
Oh, did I miss anything?
Nah, she's just getting started.
I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Blanche Devereaux, bonjour. It is so good to meet you. Your friends have told me so much about you.
Nothing you didn't already know, I'm sure. Alex.
Who's Alex?
Excuse me.
As much as it pains me to say it, Dorothy, you were right. It's a scam,
What's a scam?
a fraud.
It's Alex.
You know what? He's a charlatan, that's what he is. A scam, a fraud, and a charlatan.
What are you talking about?
Do you mean Pastor Moretti?
I-
He's a good man.
I am confused.
Are you really gonna stand there and pretend like you don't know me? Because I know all about you, Alexander.
And here's the wind-up.
You are mistaken. You see, my name is not. And
Alexander, 62198. Italian American, worked on an oil rig as a mechanical engineer till you got saved and became an ordained minister. Now you work with little orphan children in Nigeria or something, which is where you should be for at least another month. But oh no, here you are in the flesh in my garage in the middle of your deception.
And there's the pit.
I can't believe I let you charm your way into my affections. Ah, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's exactly what it should be. Masquerading as an unmarried man, looking for someone special to spend the remainder of your years with, preying on women in their 40s.
But you're not in your 40s.
Shut up, Bernie. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a married man with a minivan and about 6 little olive-skinned, dark-haired munchkins and a couple of hound dogs running around in your backyard. Oh, Big Daddy was right. Never trust a preacher in Italian leather. Well, go on. I'm waiting. Explain yourself.
Bellissima.
Oh, don't you just love his accent?
Don't distract me, Rose. I'm trying real hard to be mad right now.
If you would permit me, I think there has been some confusion. You see, part of what you say is the truth,
Aha!
but the other part is not so much. My name is not an Alexander. My name is Alessandro Moretti. I have pastored the church in this community for over 20 years. I am from Italy, and I have done missionary work at orphanage in Nigeria.
There, see? He admits it. I knew it.
Would you please let him finish? Go ahead, Pastor.
I have never been an engineer, and I have never been married.
Well, then,
What? Sure you're not a priest?
No priest.
Oh. I mean,
he's
I
single.
got a daughter over here that's single, and you're single. So,
I have no children of my own, and I have no pets. And I drive a Corolla.
The Corolla. Well, you're 2 out of 3, isn't it? How do you explain the picture?
Picture? What the picture?
The one that you sent to me, of course.
Ah. You see, this is picture from church website.
Then what'd you send it to me for?
I did not send this picture to you, but I think I might know who have. Scusi per un momento. Marco, my friend. All right. I bet you cannot guess what I am doing right now. Well, does the name Blanche Devereaux mean anything to you? That is what I thought. Scusi. Chi sta facendo? Queste volte ho detto di batteria, di inviarlo mie foto. L'ho detto. Devi fermarti in questo istante. Capisci? Grazie. My apologies. You see, there is a young boy that I have been mentoring for quite some time. I tell him I am not looking for a wife, but he is determined. I catch him playing games online and chatting with beautiful women all the time.
Beautiful.
But I did not know he was pretending to be me.
Well, then, I apologize for the miscommunication.
But now that I have met you, I could be persuaded to change my mind.
Well, it is a blessing in disguise.
Ever wonder why God disguises blessings? Actually, I just always
No,
wondered that.
but now that you mention it, it is harder to count your blessings when you don't recognize them as blessings.
That's true. Well, if I were a blessing, there would be no disguise. I'd just run around naked so there'd be no doubt.
Hey! That's not a blessing. That's a curse.
Shall we begin again, Beth?
We shall.
I am Alessandro Moretti, at your service, Principessa.
Ooh, Principessa. I like that. Pastor, tell you what, how would you like to join me inside for a cup of coffee and some cheesecake? And, well, you could tell me all about the church and all of its ministries and about its pastor.
Ah, si, grazie. Coffee would be nice.
This way.
Oh, hey, Blake.
Make yourself comfortable. I'll be right there.
Grazie.
You can ask him about that apple tree.
Not now, Rose. And that, ladies, is why I keep a fourth wedding dress in the closet.
Well, I don't know about you, but I thought for sure we were about to witness that 10-15 after all.
Good thing Pastor Moretti's good at diffusing conflict.
He certainly is. I don't think I've ever seen a man calm Blanche down that quickly.
I know what you mean. It's usually quite the opposite.
It must have been that Italian accent.
I'll keep that in mind. You mess with my Dorothy, I'll break your face. I can whip out a good Sicilian accent if the occasion calls for it.
The accent is neat, but he has so much more than that. He had a really hard time when he first became our pastor.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how old people can be.
Well, why don't you enlighten us?
You know, set in their ways, opinionated, stubborn.
You know, they generally just don't like change. So they make assumptions along the way his heritage is, his faith, whether or not he'll preach as good as the last pastor.
They judged him before they even got to know him.
You know, maybe his first sermon should have been about Luke 37 through 38. 37 through 38. Let's see.
Was that Luke 6, 37, 38? Is that the chapter?
That's right. Luke 6, 37, 38. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give it, and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. For with the measure you use it, it will be measured to you.
Well, that's a shame because he really is a nice man.
Hey, you know what? I'm really looking forward to visiting the church. Hey, I think I'm going to join that Sages of the Ages counseling group.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I've been wanting you to get counseling for a long time.
What? I'm not going to get counseling. I'm going to give it.
Oh, you can't just join a church and become a counselor.
Why not? I give great advice.
You know what? You should look into the Jerry Actives group.
You talking about the mall walkers? Good grief, have you seen the bunions on these feet?
No, like, if you don't like that one, you can try the Wisdom and Spades group. We get together and play bridge every Tuesday in the fellowship hall.
And there's a group for you too, Dorothy. It's called Merry Actives. It's our singles group who are alive and who are 50 and single and looking for love.
I'm not interested in love. Thank you very much.
Maybe not, but maybe it might find you.
Hey, Bernie, you know what? I wasn't too sure at first, but I think we're going to get along just fine as soon as you go get that stink off your clothes.
Well, my work here is done. You ladies have a nice day.
Well, how will we find you whenever we visit the church?
I'll be at the front door to welcome you.
Oh, really?
He's one of those movers and shakers.
What's a mover and a shaker?
Door greeters.
Door greeter.
I will see you ladies on Sunday. Dorothy.
Bye, Bernie. You know, I think they're going to be all right.
Of course we will.
After Charlie died, I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, I didn't even know where to go. I thank God every day for his comfort and provision, and for friends like you guys.
Well, I know exactly what you mean. I know that starting over after 28 years of marriage, I never dreamed at my age I would be single, but here I am.
Well, how do you think I felt when I had to move in with you? At least here we have referees.
So you think we made the right decision moving in here?
Well, you know what? That's not for me to say. But let me tell you a story. Picture it. North Little Rock, 2022. A house in Maumelle. The only one without a pool, but that's not important. 4 women that are friends. They laugh, they cry, they eat, they sleep, they dream, they eat, they love, they hate, they shop, they eat. Every time you turn around, they're eating. And speaking of that, I think we need to go join Blanche and the pastor in some cheesecake and coffee.
Sounds good. Cheesecake and
That
coffee.
sounds good. Even though it's still morning, we could go and do that. Don't you think we could have cheesecake in the morning?
Well, but what about the sale?
Well, what about it?
Well, we can't just leave it here unattended.
Ha! I'll take care of that. Hey! Hey, you! Over there, you, yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. You're in charge. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Loved it. It was good. Y'all did great.
You helped us by laughing.